But there are the various faces of the tragedy now. Most of the victims of the twin blast are now being discharged from hospital depending on the severity of their wounds. 3-year-old Anil was one of those hit by shrapnel from the blast. He's a part of a 7-member family, in fact, all of whom were seriously injured. As these pictures show, there's no stopping the tears, even though Anil is one of the luckier ones, having got away with injuries to his right arm. A 25-year-old Ravinder, who was part of the party, lost a leg. The rest of the members of the family have been injured. They had come to Hyderabad for the treatment of another child.
बच्चों के ग्लासेस है ना, और ग्लास वो सब भी आके मुंह में और हाथ में टांग में फंस गए. बच्चों का भी सीरियस है कंडीशन.
వీళ్ళమ్మ మా అమ్మాయి బిడ్డ కదా, అల్లుడు బిడ్డ మేము వెళ్ళిపోదాం, ఇంకా మనం బస్సు దగ్గర పోదాం రారంటే మా అమ్మాయి గడియారం ఏదో మాట్లాడుతుంది. ఇంకా మాట పోదాం అమ్మ అని నోట్లోనే ఉండేది. ఢమ్ ఉన్నది. ఢమ్ అనే వరకు అంత పోక చెవులు నేను అక్కడ ఇప్పుడు ఉండ.
In fact, in many ways, the human cost to the twin blasts can never be measured. Take the case of 25-year-old Abdul Mirza. 7 years ago, he lost a leg during the Mecca Masjid blast. And last night, he was grievously injured in the twin blasts as well. He sustained injuries in his back. He's been operated upon and is now under observation.
वो अभी रात में ऑपरेशन करे हैं. फॉरेन बॉडीज जो है निकाले हैं डॉक्टर्स. वो अभी स्टिल जो है नॉर्मल पोजीशन में है, ऑब्जर्वेशन में. 2007 में तो आपको पता है मक्का मस्जिद ब्लास्ट हुआ था, उसमें भी जो है सीवियर जो है इंजर्ड हुआ था. मुझे तो उसके बचने की जो है कोई उम्मीद नहीं थी, लेकिन ऊपर वाले ने जो है मेहरबानी की. और मैं कानून पे और कोर्ट पे जो है फेथ करता हूँ, बिलीव करता हूँ, और मुझे उम्मीद है कि कानून अपना जो है पूरा काम करेगा.
That family, victims all over again. Let's talk to our correspondents. Meetu Jain joining us from the national capital, also with us from Hyderabad, CNN-IBN's Preeti Singh, consistently reporting on this blast. Preeti, fast to you. What's the latest in your city? The death toll climbing to 15 this morning.
That's right. The death toll really now we can confirm it is 15. We have been confirming that for an hour now. Also, those who've been injured, a few of them remain critical. I can't tell you what's happening on ground. We are right in front of one of the explosion sites. Remember, both the explosions happened within a distance of about barely 100 meters from each other, both in front of theatres. Now you can see the BJP here trying to take a small morcha of sorts, a small rally of sorts to the explosion site. The police, they of course trying to stop them. Remember, this really has been a concern for the police here, because apart from the VVIP visits, there have also been a few political rallies that they have wanted to take out, and the police having a tough time out here to keep the crowds at bay. In fact, just till a few minutes ago, the NIA, the NSG, and the regional unit Octopus, they were all here collecting forensic evidence. And even as that was continuing, there were VIP visits. The GDP Chief Chandrababu Naidu had come in a short while ago. We are seeing rallies like this by the BJP here coming right till the explosion site. And police officials, they're expressing concern about, really the crime site, the sanctity of the crime site being disturbed really by these kind of rallies. For now, though the police has barricaded that entire area, you can see heavy police bandobast. You can also see crowds which are refusing to thin away really. The police has had to resort to mild lathi charge on and off through since yesterday really, trying to keep the crowds away from the site. In fact, the ambulances continue to be here on standby just in case of any eventuality. There's also a tear gas shell vehicle on standby to control really the rising crowds. That seems to be the major concern for now. Remember, we have been mentioning this particular area, the Dilsukh Nagar area, is also a very popular commercial area. So shops have downed their shutters for today. This is also an important roadway. It is one of the major highway roads also that connects two major towns like Vijayawada and neighbouring states as well. So a very crowded area, a very arterial road, arterial establishments here really in place, which is why we're seeing the kind of police bandobast. VIP visits definitely not helping the cause for now, though an FIR has also been filed in Hyderabad and Cyberabad limits. So investigations continuing. The situation, police officials saying, continues to remain tense. The entire city on alert, especially strategic locations like the Assembly, Raj Bhavan Airport for the police deployment expected in these areas.
All right, so the police have their hands full. It's a very tough job for them trying to clear those streets of the crowds. Also joining us from Hyderabad is CNN IBN's Abir VP. Go to you in a moment, Abir, just to get in a word from Meetu Jain in the capital, who's been tracking the Home Ministry also for us. Meetu, was there a specific alert for Hyderabad that was sounded by intelligence agencies as recently as last week?
In fact, that's what we've been reporting, Ananya, since the morning. What we do understand is that there's not one, but there were 3 advisories that were sent, 2 by the Intelligence Bureau and the 3rd by the Home Ministry. Remember, the